What's up guys, TopTierYugioh here, and today we have a Burning Abyss Zoodiac deck profile, and this is one of my favorite decks post-June Banlist because combining both of these engines really covers up both the limitations to both Burning Abyss and Zoodiacs. And so like for example, the Burning Abyss engine provides you a way to summon Invoker, which helps you summon your Zoodiac monsters. And then your Zoodiac monsters help you make rank 4s like the Gusto Emerald, which can help you shuffle back cards like Beatrice that are limited, your Seers, your Graphs, etc. And then you can also make Tiger Mortar and put material back under your Beatrice to use Beatrice again. So the Zoodiac engine lets you recycle your Burning Abyss cards, and your Burning Abyss cards let you get to your Zoodiac cards quicker. So let's go ahead and get into the profile. So first we have 2 rats, 3 whiptails, 1 ram, 1 thoroughblade. This is probably my favorite engine for Zoodiac monsters. It's not too large, but not too small either. I think you need a lot of Zoodiac cards so that you can get over cards like Masterpiece, and just having more utility out of your engine. So I think this is like the minimal large amount of cards that you can have. Because of course you can just play like 2 rats and a whiptail, or 2 rats, whiptail, ram, and that would be, sufficient. But this gives you the full utility and power of the engine while still being consistent. For the Burning Abyss monsters, 3 Skarm, you want to see that as soon as possible. Then next we have 1 Graph, 1 Seer. Then we have 2 Alec, 2 Farfa, 1 Cowcab, 1 Barbar, and 1 Libic. And so we have a solid amount of Burning Abyss monsters because we do want to make Beatrice as soon as possible. And I think the most important thing about playing this deck overall is that you have to be a good Burning Abyss player because it plays a lot like a Burning Abyss deck. And so you just have to be good with managing your resources, good with knowing the differences between your engine and your utility monsters. It's just really important to know these things, and so I would probably recommend that you watch the Burning Abyss guide before playing this deck, if you haven't already seen it, or if you've never played Burning Abyss before. Next 2 cards are Tour Guide and Mathematician. So these are both your 1-card rank 3, so they can either help you go into your Beatrice or your Dante's, but they can also help you make Invoker. And so we all know what Tour Guide does. Well, with Mathematician, what you would do is send Libic to the graveyard, and then that's going to let you special summon a Burning Abyss from your hand, which will let you make a rank 3. Only 4 hand traps in this deck. We have 3 Ghost Ogres and 1 Max C, because we don't want to lose going second, but there are other cards that we played that are good going second. 1 Snow, because we can send it with Beatrice. And Snow just gives you extra disruption. And another thing I like about it is that it's really just another level 4 that you can help you make your rank 4s and your other Zoodiac plays. So Snow is really good. And the final monsters we play are 3 Kaijus, because Kaijus do synergize very well with this deck. And another big problem about this upcoming format is that you have to be able to get over Masterpiece. And I think these are probably one of the best ways to do it. And the Burning Abyss engine really allows us to take advantage of the Kaiju engine as well, because we can send Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, search our Kaijus, and then have pretty much a searchable out to Masterpiece, as well as ways to out their pendulum monsters without triggering Astrograph once that comes out. Then for the spell cards, 3 Zoodiac Barrage. It's pretty standard in any Zoodiac deck. 2 Interrupted Kaiju Slumbers. Just talked about those. We want to be able to search our Kaiju monsters and just have board wipes in general for going second. 2 enemy controllers, because I really like this with Burning Abyss monsters. There's nothing like being able to tribute like a Farfa to take your opponent's monster, then trigger Farfa to banish their other monster. So there are just a lot of really cool wonky plays you can do. It was sort of between this and Fire Lake for me, because Fire Lake is also really strong, but I felt that this was just more versatile. Plus it's a quick played spell versus being a trap, which is just better. And the final spell card is 1 Soul Charge. And sorry for the proxy, I do have one, but I don't know where it went. I can't find it. But Soul Charge is really good in this deck because, again, it lets you recycle your resources. And so you can summon back any Zoodiac monster, summon Tiger Mortar, and then put back material under a Beatrice that you also summon, or under a Gusto Emerald. There are just so many different plays that you can make with Soul Charge, and that it's just definitely a powerhouse card right now, especially in this deck. And then only 3 different trap cards. We play 1 Zoodiac combo and 2 dimensional barriers. The cool thing about combo is that you don't always have to send it with rat. You can mill it with your Dante's or send it with Beatrice if you have to. A lot of really cool plays with combo. And then for the extra deck, of course, there are 15 cards in the extra deck. We have 2 Dante's and 1 Invoker for our rank 3s. Invoker is going to help you summon your Zoodiac monsters, of course. Dante is just Dante. Then we have Beatrice and the other Dante. Then for the Zodiac engine, we have Hammer Kong, Tiger Mortar, 2 Broad Bull, 2 Shaka 9, and 2 Drident. All pretty standard. And the final 2 extra deck monsters are 2 Daigusto Emeralds. And so I'm definitely going to play one, but I think the 15th card and the second one is really, it's pretty variable. I wasn't too sure what to play, but I ultimately decided on the second Emerald because shuffling back your resources is really, really important, especially your Beatrices. But other options were Leviair, Breaksword, Dweller, a second Tiger Mortar, because again, Tiger Mortar is really important for putting stuff back under Beatrice, back under Emerald. Dweller's just really strong. Tornado Dragon is another choice. Breaksword helps you outboards. Leviair is Leviair. There are a lot of really cool plays you can do with just Burning Abyss and Leviair. I was also considering Borbo, but I can do without Borbo. We already have Hammer Kong. Tiger Mortars are a little more important. So I'm going to put a poll in the top right corner of the screen. Let me know which of these you think should be the 15th card. Should it be the Emerald, Tiger Mortar, Dweller, Breaksword, or Leviair? So let me know what you think about that. But that's it for this deck profile. I'm not going to include the side deck because the format just started, so it's a little less important what we side. Like, we just don't know what the meta is going to be like yet, so there's kind of no point in trying to figure out what we should side. I mean, obviously the same mainstays are still going to be good now. Like, you need spell and trap removal. You need, you want monster removal, you want board wipes. But the specific cards are really sort of unknown at the moment. It sort of depends on the impact and when they're going to be playing. Like, if you have an event this weekend, so if you're going to like ARG Atlanta, for example, you might not need as much Pendulum hate as if you had an event that was after the Pendulum set comes out. And so it really depends on when you're planning on playing the deck, what your side deck should be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. Thank you for watching. If you have any more suggestions on decks that you would like to see in the new format, leave them in the comments section down below. If you have any other suggestions or changes that should be made to the deck, again, leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Remember that time, those cerulean tides, Sapphire, Sapphire.